So I'm going to go ahead and let's download the Red Eye Start again. And we're just going to drag her back into my photo P. Excuse me. And while this is open here, I can go into my edits over here, and I can select this option called Puppet Warp, not Puppet Wrap, excuse me, Puppet Warp. And now there's a lot going on here once you select this one. But essentially what Puppet Warp does is based on where you... Oh, let's just restart this really quick. Puppet Warp is a way that you can warp your image based on where you select. So again, what I'll do is edit and Puppet Warp. And then with all of these mesh items selected here, and again, this might look very weird and confusing, but don't worry, we're not using it just yet. I just want to show this off to everyone. What I can do is when my mesh is selected like this, I can left click on this mesh, and as you can see, as I'm clicking, it actually warps my image to be surrounded by those. So I can go ahead and let's just try to click around this woman's face here. And you'll notice if I hold and drag, it will actually warp the image to what I would like here. So this is a cool way to have like a twisting effect. If you see her, it looks really weird. But of course, this is just one way that you can use Puppet Warp to work with your tools. So again, edit and Puppet Warp. And why don't we just select up here? And as you can see, it uses this image, or excuse me, it uses the dot as a kind of a docking point. And we can kind of warp it around as we'd like. I could put two dots down and then hold, and you'll notice that the other dot is holding it in place. As you can see here, it's holding her in place. Let's say I want it like this. After I do all of this holding in place, I can hit my check mark, and now I have a bit of a warped image. It's a very weird tool, but it is very helpful for some morphing of images and stuff. And it's usually pretty helpful with small fixes as well. Maybe I can puppet warp the nose. As you can see here, I can kind of shift my image to be centered around a certain area. So the Puppet Warp is another tool that is very situational, but it is interesting to look at too.